Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get good drift points fast in Car Dealership Tycoon, guys. But before we do that, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and go follow me on TikTok, do a lot of cool content on there, and yeah, let's get right into it. Now, I'll show you what I'm talking about if you don't know what these point systems are. First of all, I have to click on the video, but second of all, as we can see on the top of my screen, once we join a drift race, anything involving drifts, so Season 25 race, I think and Doc's circuit race, Doc's drift race, right here, and I think that's it. I can't really find anything else. These all include this point system up here, where basically, if you drift, which let's drift right here, you can see you gain these points, and now you're under a timer, but you gain these points, and you can use those, and I think the more points, I don't really know what these points are used for, but in the Season 25 case, if you get 80,000 drift points right here, we can get 1,600 trophies. So they can be used for stuff like that. They could also be used for other events. But I don't know what they're used for traditionally. I think the more drift points you have, the more money you make in the race. It can also be used as a measurement scale to see how much you made. But without that, with enough yapping, I'm going to actually start showing you how you can get a ton of these drift points. Now, other than that, first what you want to do is you want to pick your car, okay? You want to pick your car. Now, there's a ton of good cars for drifting in Car Dealership Tycoon. But if you're a noob and you're looking at on sale cars because you don't have any Robux, you have the Toyota RT68 Pro. This is a great drift car. It's a great drift car. Also, guys, I forgot to mention the Toyota RT68 Pro will cost you about $195,000 in game. So, not for the cheapest players, maybe not for the newest players, but for the newest players, if you're looking for another option, you guys always have other options. You know, don't really know what to recommend. But you guys can always use the Maxima RQ7, that'll run you about $34,000, or the Nissan S15, this one I used to use, $37,000, for a little bit more expensive, but and if you're a little bit experienced, you have at least $100,000, you know, a little bit high amount, you can always get the Maxima RQ7, but this is the drift version, I think. This is a better version. And you could always work yourself up from there. Now, any car with any amount of tuning could always be able to drift. And if you don't know how to drift, I think there's this specific button on mobile. I don't know how to do it on mobile. But on computer, all you gotta do is just press space, and you just slide, by the way. So if you don't know how to drift, there you go. But then, and if you have a little bit of Robux, right? Or you don't need Robux, you can just grind the season or anything. You can really do anything, just any event, really. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, you can do this event right now, and you can upgrade your car 3 times and get 100 trade tokens. I don't know how much this is worth, but the one I'm using is the Bayern S3. This version right here, there's other versions of it, but this is the version I'm using, and it is the best, one of the best, if not the best drift car in the game. But, yeah, on to the next. Now, what you want to do next is, I'm using the Toyota RT68 Pro for this. But once you click on a car, any one of those cars I just mentioned, or anything, basically, all you gotta do is, under the picture of the car itself, it will show you an upgrade button. Click on that. I'm pretty sure we all know about this, but this is for new players. And then you want to go to Performance, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Performance, and pick a tire up, and pick the spike, and go to tires, and click the spiked tires upgrade. So let's do that right now. We just pressed it. This will give you a lot less grip, which will help you drift better. Alright? It doesn't really make sense, but you also have, but putting better things on it also, makes things better. Upgrading it makes things better. So if I put a race engine in it and a race supercharger, we're gonna do. Got 100 trade tokens. But yeah, this could also help increase the power, which will in turn, if I try to drift it, I can just go to a corner and I can slide it more easily because I think I gain more speed, or that's my logic. It should work like that. Let's test it out right here. Like, see, you can control it pretty easily. It's not the easiest, but it is pretty easy. It's simple. And like, as we can see here, I'm drifting very well with those upgrades. Now, those upgrades will cost you a decent amount of money. Not sure how much the engine cost or the supercharger, but the spike tires cost around $30,000. You guys can do the math on yourself about how much the engine and turbo upgrades cost, but yeah. But if you could use this, like, let's go to a drift race. And as we can see here, I'm in the Doc's drift race, guys, if you guys are wondering. We hit a drift. Look at that. I'm getting thousands of points, because the longer you drift, the more points it gets. And I just got 2,000 points from that drift. Like, this is a great drift vehicle. Now, while the Bayern S3 may be better for drifting in the long run, I could get a lot longer burst, I feel like. But this car, I feel like, is a little bit easier for beginners. I just exited the race, but it is a little bit easier for beginners to access. But yeah. Now this one is going to require a little bit of token spending. If you have tokens by any chance. Which you might not. So, sorry for those people. But if you have like at least a few thousand tokens, you can get yourself one of these, a drag car. Like, look at this. I have a few drag cars. There's other drag cars in the game other than these three. There's so many drag cars. There's like an unbelievable amount. You specifically want to go for these funny cars. If you know what they look like, they kind of look like this. You want to go for these specifically, but other drag cars I'm pretty sure work too. And what you want to do is you want to select one of these cars if you by any chance have them, or you can go buy them. And specifically, I like to use the Chevion Camarion funny car from one of these season events. I forgot which one. And you might be asking, Carlton, it's a drag car meant to go in a straight line. How is this going to get you any amount of tokens? Well, I'll show you. Now, what you want to do is, of course, you want to go to the same process again. Just come up to a corner and then just drift. You have a little bit shorter burst because it's harder to control because it's a drag car. But, look at that. I'm getting 4K. What you want to aim for is donuts. You want to aim for donuts. So, I can try. Hold on. Now, you don't need spike tires for this. I'm pretty sure spike tires might help. I don't know if they would help, but I just got regular tires on this for this one. And what you want to do is you want to go up, and then you want to hit the e-brake, and then you want to start turning rapidly. Just hold down the W and S and D or A keys, and then just do that. And if you mess up, all you gotta do is just drive, get a little bit of speed, then e-brake, and then do that again. And then look at this. I've already gotten 12,000 points. Like, it's so simple, and yet so effective. This is the main method I would recommend. I think they have nerfed it a little bit. I think they've nerfed it a little bit, because I swear it used to handle a little better. But it used to work a little better, but it still works. And yeah. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, and that is how you can get a ton of drift points in Car Dealership Tycoon. But yeah, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Go follow me on TikTok so we can get to 500 subscribers. And yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Peace.